First 2022 meeting of the Dalton City Council to order. Mr. Mock will lead us in the pledge.
The flag of the United States of America, the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The agenda is before you. Any corrections, additions, deletions? Motion by Ms. Harlan, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Fair. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Public commentary, I've got nothing up here, so nobody from the public. Special recognition, this is recognition of Keep Dalton Whitfield Beautiful. Amy, I've got something I'm gonna read here. This is a letter to me. Mayor Pennington, the Keep Georgia Beautiful Foundation, along with its state and national partners, the Georgia Department of Community Affairs, the Georgia Environmental Protection Division, and Keep America Beautiful, would like to recognize the exemplary work of Keep Dalton Whitfield Beautiful for late 2020 through 2021. Despite the pandemic-related challenges, KDWB continues to build vibrant public spaces as part of a national movement to improve and beautify communities across America. In Georgia, it's one of more than 70 local programs that strive to establish a clean, green future for all of our residents. Notable achievements made by this affiliate over the past year include unveiling one of the largest sculptures in Dalton using recycled materials on Morris Street to celebrate Earth Day 2021, cleaning up over 10,500 pounds of litter from local parks and roadways, creating bilingual door hangers in collaboration with Dalton Public Works to increase recycling participation and decrease contamination, distributing 6 beautification micro grants to local businesses across Whitfield and 2 business beautification grants to local schools, partnering with local Girl Scouts to reduce litter by over 50% in areas where unique artwork was placed around trash bins in public areas, including Burr Park, the Mill, and the Crown Gardens in Hague Mill. In 2022, KDWB will be of vital importance as it continues to serve the community in innovative ways. We will remain in full support of its efforts to help people and nature thrive. And thank you, Amy, everything you do leading this. Those 10,500 from litters, does this include what the Steve and Bet Laird pick up? Minutes before you. Minutes before you from the council meeting of February 7th, 2022. Any additions, corrections, deletions? Motion by Ms. Harlan, is your second? Second by Mr. Mock. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign. New business contract for landscaping services with Thrive Outdoor Inc. for Dalton Municipal Airport.
Mr. Mayor and Council, good evening. I have here a 3-year contract for mowing and landscaping services at the Dalton Airport. We just received competitive sealed bids in early February. Thrive Outdoor was the low bidder at $120,810 for a 3-year contract, which is about $40,270 a year. This will be covered by the airport's budget, and the airport authority has recommended we move forward with this company, and the contract will begin March the 1st of this year.
Question of Andrew? Do you hear motion? Motion by Mr. Mock, is there a second? Second by Ms. Harlan. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign. Number 4, ratification of task order 6 with Croy for engineering services at Dalton Municipal Airport.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, we had a time constraint on this, and you actually signed this at the last Finance Committee meeting, but wanted to ratify it at this meeting. This is for a project at the airport. We received a federal grant for $1.4 million to repave our main parking apron in front of the terminal building. This was ramp rehab phase 2 will begin this fiscal year. And this is part of that project. Croy will do the engineering work for this. The cost is at $157,181, which will be covered 100% by a federal grant. Just need ratification on that.
Questions? Your motion? Motion by Mr. Mock, is there a second? Second. Second by Mr. Farrer. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign. Number 5, engagement letter with Malden and Jenkins for cybersecurity control objections. Cindy?
Yes, Mayor and Council. This is an engagement letter to have as a part of our city's independent audit for year 2021. Malden and Jenkins would perform a review of the city's cybersecurity control objectives. And at the end of the review, they will publish a report that will identify any gaps in controls and recommendations for improving the city's controls to meet its cybersecurity control objectives. As you know, InDev did an assessment 18 months to 2 years ago, and they set aside a amount for our IT department. So Malden and Jenkins will come in and interview our IT department and also look at the controls they have in place to ensure that all of their objectives are met. It's a part of our audit, and we did budget it in the finance department's budget this year.
I think this is going to be very good. I think it's critical for us to make sure that we've got the proper controls in place with everything that's happening in municipalities all across America. Any questions, Cindy? There a motion on this? Motion, Ms. Harlan, second by Mr. Goodlett. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign. Under supplemental business, due to the cases dropping rapidly at our hospital here, I think they're down from like 108 down to like 46 cases. I think it's time to entertain taking the mask mandate off. Annalee, you're our expert on this. So.
Well, I don't know about expert, but looking at how many people are vaccinated.
Form of motion. Motion by Ms. Harlan, second. Second by Mr. Mock. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign. Also, I'd like to recognize, since it's raining, going to be raining all week, Caitlin, who has got the roof buttoned up at John Davis building, whatever, and she's even had a bucket removal ceremony, whatever, up there. So good job, Caitlin. There a motion we adjourn?
Mayor, if I could, I just wanted to remind the public that we'll have our second public meeting on the Walnut North Drainage Basin this Thursday at 6. We had the first last week on Thursday, but the second one that's open to the public.
And then the third one will be the next council meeting, right? Is that what it went?
Well, that's correct. We'll bring back the plan as we make adjustments from the neighbors that have provided feedback. We'll bring that back to the council.
I have a question. Mr. Parker, as to the Market Street proposed zoning changes, will you go into detail on that at the next meeting?
Okay, so we've got 3 meetings where those design standards will be heard. The first of which is Monday at the Planning Commission meeting, the 28th. The Planning Commission staff will present that as a sort of a preliminary hearing, and then the council will hear about the design standards at both meetings in March. We'll have a first hearing on the first regular scheduled meeting, and then the council will be set to take action at the second meeting in March. And we'll plan to get those posted this week to the website. Bruce Frazier will actually be communicating a story, and we'll post the design standards on the city website to receive public input and feedback.
Also, sad news, those of you didn't know, that Hayden Wagers, a great Daltonian to say the least, passed away Friday morning. And I've asked Andrew and Bernadette, Benny to come up with a unique way of honoring Hayden Wagers. And I think the next Public Works meeting, y'all going to hear about that, whatever.